by health sector in the Sultanate while meeting with Secretary General of Arab Hospitals Federation. Establishing Smart Media City, introducing more community issues and media coverage for historical legacy of the Sultanate, in the statement by Minister of Information before the Shura Council. Positive growth percentages are witnessed in the national economy sectors, and the Minister of Commerce and Industry stresses the necessity of expanding partnership between government and private sectors. And articles of the criminal law and its impacts on criminal liability principles top the discussions at a seminar on the subject in Muscat. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cable of condolences to His Excellency President Jimmy Morales of the Republic of Guatemala on the death of the former Guatemalan President Alvaro Arzu. His Highness Said Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, received today His Excellency Professor Tawfiq Khoja, Secretary General of the Arab Hospitals Federation, currently on a visit to the Sultanate to take part in the 19th Forum for Arab Hospitals Federation under the title Arab Health Care Development Annual Forum, being hosted by the Sultanate, represented by the Ministry of Health. His Highness, the Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, welcomed the guest and expressed his appreciation for the outstanding role being played by the Federation in enhancing Arab joint work and providing best health services for all. He also stressed the keenness of the Sultanate under the leadership of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos to provide all capabilities to protect the citizens and provide them with complete health care. His Highness also reviewed the health sector march with its achievements through expansion in the establishment of hospitals equipped with latest technologies and qualifying Omani cadres to render best services for patients. The talks during the meeting dealt with the ways to support cooperation relations between the Sultanate and the Arab Hospitals Federation in the field of health and environment care, treatment services, training, and enhancing expertise to upgrade health programs. From his side, His Excellency Professor Tawfiq Khoja expressed the appreciation of Arab Hospitals Federation for efforts being exerted by the Sultanate and wise policies being adopted in developing health care. He also commended the level of health sectors in the Sultanate and care given to the Omani citizens within the framework of the comprehensive development being witnessed by the country. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Saeedi, Minister of Health. Reviewing friendly relations between the Sultanate and the United Kingdom, top discussions of His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Nu'mani, Minister of Royal Office, a meeting with Sir Nicholas Patrick Cutter, Chief of General Staff of UK, and his accompanied delegation. During the meeting, they exchanged cordial talks and reviewed historical relations march binding the Sultanate and the UK in all fields and means of developing them, which achieve interests of the two countries. The 6th edition of One Economy Forum commenced this morning. The two-day event is organized by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry in cooperation with Al-Iqtisad Wal-A'mal Company. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai.
In its sixth annual edition, the Economic Forum kicked off this morning with the attendance of over 400 participants. The continuity of this forum and the widespread interest and the large high-level participation that it unfailingly attracts are ample proof of its relevance and of the importance of the Omani economy for the regional and international business and investments community.
In an ever changing world, in all ways, especially the economies, it's very important to actually come together, to listen to each other, to get an experience of what people are doing. So it's always very good and very important to have such forums.
His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud Al-Sunaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry, stressed on the necessity of expanding the partnership programs between the government and the private sector, for example, in services and solar energy projects, even if the oil prices stabilized. It's worth mentioning the potential that the Sultanate has in terms of becoming a regional logistics given the economic policies being implemented that combine continuing reform measures with an array of important development projects in the ports and infrastructure.
The importance of this economic forum, it's a proper workshop and communication channel between various governmental agencies and private sector organizations. It solidifies the growing partnership between the government and the private sector, and it offers a frank channel to discuss future projects, mutual worries, and the future of our country, Oman.
This forum will focus on investment opportunities in various sectors and provide the necessary analytical background to guide the potential investors, while also highlighting Oman's ongoing development policies and projects. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The establishment of a smart media city, the importance of developing media cadres and introducing more community issues were among the most prominent discussions of the Shura Council while hosting His Excellency Dr. Abdul Mun'im bin Mansour Al-Ahsani, Minister of Information. They discussed how to deal with the historical heritage of the Sultanate with a broader view through print, audio and video media. The Ministry of Justice organized in cooperation with the Judiciary Institute a seminar on the penal law issued by the Royal Decree number 7 of 2018. The event was presided over by His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Interior. It included a number of work papers that shed light on the divisions of the law and its impact on the criminal responsibility principles. A number of judges, lawyers, and law researchers took part in the seminar. It also discussed principles related to crimes and penalties stipulated in the law. The new law came to keep pace with latest developments in the society. Still to come, our news bulletin. Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Culture and Science organizes an Omani musical event in Washington. Welcome back to the news. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo today warned that Washington could pull out of the Iran nuclear deal. He spoke during a joint press conference in Riyadh with Saudi Foreign Minister Adil Al-Jubair during his trip to Saudi Arabia. Al-Jubair said the kingdom supports the policy of Trump administration in improving the terms of the nuclear agreement with Iran. Pompeo met today with Saudi King Salman. Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abdul Ghaith welcomed today French Foreign Minister Yves Le Drian, who is on a visit to Egypt, to meet with Egyptian and Arab officials to discuss developments in the region, including conflicts in Libya, Syria, Yemen, and the Palestinian territories. Le Drian is also scheduled to meet with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and Egyptian Foreign Minister Sameh Shukri today. The meetings follow Thursday's talks on Syria in Paris with high-level officials from France, the United States, Britain, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Germany. Early in the week, French President Emmanuel Macron said France wants to take a new initiative to help finding sustainable political solution in Syria following airstrikes on 3 chemical weapons facilities in Syria in a joint cooperation with the US, Britain, earlier this month. France notably offered to play the role of intermediary between the United States and Russia. The Australian federal government has pledged more money to help deal with the problems facing the Great Barrier Reef, with $500 million Australian dollar package unveiled today. The financial aid will go towards improving water quality on the Great Barrier Reef, tackling the crown of thorns in starfish, expanding reef restoration, and developing coral that's more resistant to high temperatures and light stress. Federal Environment Minister said the funding represents the single largest investment for reef conservation and management in Australian history. Back to some local news. More than 100 educational initiatives were presented by teachers at the Sultan's School this year. Toppers of these initiatives are honored after providing a number of projects in which Atlas can be used by blind people. Celebration of the Teachers' Day, the Ministry of Education honored a number of excellence teachers at the educational field. The ministry conducted 9 training programs in 2 years and attracted a number of teachers, supervisors, and administrators in the schools, aiming to uplift the educational work and learning ethics. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Abdul Aziz bin Mohammed Al Rawaz, advisor of His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs. The 19th Arab Hospitals Federation Annual Forum, hosted by the Sultan, commenced its activities under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al-Saidi, Minister of Health. We have more details here by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai.
Partnership in the health sector is one of the vital pillars that all nations in the globe strive for, advancing perfect health future for their people. The 2 days of Arab Healthcare Development Annual Forum that is being conducted in Oman is the 19th edition of the Arab Hospital Federation Forum, organized in collaboration with Arab Ministries of Health under the theme Partnering to Develop Health Sector. The forum, of which will focus on the role of the various stakeholders in developing healthcare through many themes: vision and strategies to develop the healthcare sector, universal health coverage, accreditation and quality, health tourism, leadership, governance and talent management, safety of care, healthcare technology and management.
Today this is a unique, and this is the first time we are holding this conference in Oman from the Arab Union for Hospital Administration, and at the same time the position of Minister of Health of Sultanate Oman in leading the healthcare system development in the Arab region as well globally and regionally. We are learning from Oman in so many area of healthcare system development, especially in quality and patient safety and preventing and dealing with chronic illnesses like diabetes, hypertension. Also, Oman is a leading country in leadership development in healthcare system.
This event is very particular for us, and we're proud to be part of it, and we're proud to have this active participation, knowing that we're going to present the unique methodology that Lebanon has really adapted in order, that Lebanon has already adopted in order to guarantee primary healthcare services to all the people, quality healthcare services to all the people in context of a national primary healthcare network all over the country.
It's worth mentioning that the progress in health field made Oman to control many diseases, and above all, some of these diseases were eradicated. The Oman Health Minister stated that.
Sharing the Oman experience when it comes into patient safety and the system that have been followed from 2016 in line with the 9th strategic plan of the Minister of Health to develop quality management and patient safety system. We have enrolled so far 19 hospitals in what is known Patient Safety Friendly Hospital Initiative that was approved and developed by WHO. 16 of these hospitals are government, under Minister of Health umbrella. 3 of these hospitals are private. 8 of these hospitals so far have been assessed, surveyed and approved and accredited by the WHO.
We have been working very long in the patient safety, and we are proud that last week we were assessed by the WHO on the patient safety initiative, and we passed. We have been approved as the patient safety hospital. Now it's the time to keep this achievement sustainable for a long time.
In Oman, 8 hospitals have received a recognition for patient safety-friendly hospital from WHO concerned body.
Patient safety is crucial to all healthcare institutions. Patient safety is defined as a freedom from healthcare-associated preventable harm. The importance of establishing a climate of patient safety in healthcare institutions has taken added urgency. Like other countries, Oman has moved forward in establishing patient safety by creating a culture that supports a safe and healthy work environment that lead to a climate of patient safety. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The Minister of Manpower inaugurated Innovation Award for students of technical and vocational colleges in order to support the national strategy for innovation in the Sultanate. The indicators reveal that the students of these colleges have huge technical and innovative skills after conducting a number of sites, visits and experiments tests for innovators. Aspects of innovation and creativity were covered at curriculums of technical and vocational colleges, and students proved their innovative abilities at local and international levels by winning a number of honorary awards. The participants will compete on this award in 9 fields, namely industrial, touristic, environmental, commercial, technical, health, and food security fields. The Ministry of Manpower organized occupational health and safety exhibition coinciding with the World Day celebration of World Day for Safety and Health at Work, which fall on the 28th of April every year. A number of public and private establishments took part in the exhibition, which reviewed the main achievements in strengthening awareness and procedures of health, safety and environment HSE. The ministry, through this activity, aims to promote prevention of occupational accidents. Celebration this year is entitled Safe and Healthy Generation. A number of public-private sectors companies participated in the exhibition to present its contributions in HSE field, like giving workshops and lectures that are internationally accredited to ensure safety of workers. Omani Research and Education Network, OMRAN, and Oman Plant and Animal Genetic Resources of Research Council signed an agreement to join the OMRAN network in cooperation with Oman telecommunication company Omantel. The move aimed to enhance learning communications among academics and research bodies of the by one network through accessing information and data with high speed. According to the agreement, the center will be connected with Arab and international research and educational networks and knowledge exchange among academic bodies. Marine Security Center, in cooperation with the Royal Navy of Oman, succeeded in seizing a number of foreign fishing boats which were illegally fishing at the territorial waters of the Sultanate in the Governorate of Dhofar. The center is concerned with setting up required mechanisms to protect the territorial waters of the Sultanate and ensure the safety of ports, establishments, and Omani coasts against sea security threats, with the participation of bodies concerned with sea security in the country. In recognition and appreciation for strong ties between the Sultanate and the United States, Sultan Qaboos Hayat Center for Culture and Science held an Omani modern musical event in Washington, D.C. The event witnessed a huge participation from different nationalities who expressed their admiration of the Omani heritage and music. The attendees were enchanted by selected songs performed by the band in an atmosphere that took them to the time of the great Omani history. Now for the general focus around the Sultanate, clear skies prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the governorates of South Sharqiyya, Dhofar and Wusta, and winds will be northwesterly light to moderate, seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. You're watching the Sultan of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Highness Said Fahad stresses on achievements by health sector in the Sultanate while meeting with Secretary General of Arab Hospitals Federation. Establishing Smart Media City, introducing more community issues and media coverage for historical legacy of the Sultanate are in the statement by the Minister of Information before the Shura Council. Positive growth percentages are witnessed in the national economy sectors, and the Minister of Commerce and Industry stresses the necessity of expanding partnership between government and private sectors. And articles of the criminal law and its impacts on criminal liability principles top discussions at a seminar on the subject in Muscat. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Good night.